find something else real quickly for us to do and then be right back because I want to do something else. So, you guys. Okay. I brought some blue glue because I'm going to use it to do this. If it's not all dried up. Okay. I didn't bring blue glue, I'm sorry, blue paint. But, yeah, let's just get this going. So, the idea I had is we were going to acquire these little cups. I actually used these when I had pierced my nose. I didn't use these, I just meant I have a whole pack of these from that. From when I pierced my nose, I would do a salt water treatment. And I figured I could be possibly really creative because I could turn these into little tiny vases with flowers. So this I thought would be a cool, cute little idea. And so the way it's gonna work is I'll make the flowers and do it that way, you know. And also I will paint the thing here the color I want it to be, you know. So this would be, I figured, a fun, spontaneous project to really kind of work on. Because I may only just paint around the cup, not over or inside it. So, we'll see where we go with that. But like I said, I have a whole stack of them for this creative idea. And I have this thing. This is actually what my bracelet for my dad came in, but I put that somewhere safe. And I keep some of my red rose paper. And for example, because right now I have one in here. This is actually a rose clip that I created to go in my hair.
Comment section. Amy Pettit Bentley is watching.
Hey Amy, you're gonna love what I'm about to do, girl. This is a rose clip that I created myself, and I can put it in my hair and wear it, and it's extremely cute. And I just had a spontaneous idea to just redo these and be creative with it. So let me see here. Amy, these will be the little vases that I'm gonna paint, probably blue or whatever. I don't have a big paint setup right now.
Formats. Comments.
But I've got an idea. Then I have some red paper. I don't know why that's in here. I have some red paper that's individually cut already and ready to go. Let me go grab something because I just forgot something else over here. I never brought my scissors. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright guys. Sorry. I did forget a couple little things here. I forgot my you give me a minute. There's something all over that. Hang on. Alright guys, now Amy, I'm hoping you're here still. Would love it if someone came and hung out and talked and just communicated while I do this. I think I know what this is, but I don't know. I think I'm just gonna real quickly here take all of these out, toss that to the side. These are fuzzy pipe cleaners. I think I need to go to the store and get some that I actually really want to use, like the color I desire. And I actually want to get a green color. So eventually I'll probably go to like the dollar store, pick some up. Amy, you're still here. Okay, cool. Somebody actually gets to see me do this and tell me what they think. So I went to go get that, but I also went to go get my little crayon box here. Now, I'm weird, okay? This is not full of crayons. This is full of pre-cut tissue papers in certain colors. We have some whites, we have some oranges. They're all like pre-cut, put together. There's a row of white ones here, and we have some pink ones, purple, just different colors here. Pre-cut the way I'd like them to do for this. And this is what I have for my roses. And then I have this baggie that has some pre-cut and rolled up tissue paper as well for this project, because I'm not gonna lie, I stock up on a lot of crafting for roses because I've really gotten into paper roses. So yeah, so these are the fuzzy pipe cleaners. We'll use these just because a little pop of color is spontaneous, and this becomes the stem. And also because I'm going to have to make this rose a little smaller than normal, I'm thinking about twirling it down in the bottom of the container and just shrinking it so that when the rose sticks out, it'll stick out like this. I do not have the one thing I wish I had for this, because it would work so well for this project, and it's this fake dirt stuff. Not even really dirt, I seen it in a video of trying to make, I don't even remember what they were called, but they're like trying to make the little, I don't even know or remember what they're called, but yeah. So we're gonna do this and have some fun. So
Amy Pettit Bentley, I'm here.
Awesome, I'm glad you're here. I hope you stay, because I would love some opinions on this craft that I'm about to do. So to start out, I'm gonna do a red one first, and in any rose creation, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so any rose creation, you need 6 pieces of tissue paper that are pre-cut to the right size, and you just put them together. As easy as that. Okay, now to start out, since I've got them easily done, I'm going to roll it one way, even it out, roll it another. So this is almost similar to making a fan, but not completely. This is super easy. So I'm just rolling it one way, then rolling it another. And you guys will see what we get when we're at the end of the roll. Some of these, I think, kind of moved on me. So, yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Now I'm going to need the scissors real quick. And I'm just going to take, and no, I'm not going to hurt myself. I'm going to take and cut some of this excess off. And then it looks like this. And the way I like to do it is bending it together. So this is before I attach the pipe cleaner to it. This is before that. Okay? Way before. So. Okay. Guys, yes, I'm using kid scissors, but I do not care. I honestly would love to make arts and crafts projects like these and just sell them, but it is hard to find people wanting to buy them. So yeah. Okay, so I've gotten this sort of pre-cut. I'm going to have to go in a minute and do it. So this is kind of what it looks like. You want to kind of round this off to make the leaf-like part. Amy, let me know if you're still here. I'm going to take the pipe cleaner here. Open this up in the middle. Take the pipe cleaner around it just a little, like enough to do this. And then once it's around it enough to hold it, we're going to take and twist it around just to tighten that right up. And that is how you're going to keep your rose in place, okay? We're not open yet. We're not cut open yet to where we can fan it out. But we are going to just kind of do some extra cutting here real quick before anything else, because I'm gonna go and just pre-cut these little sides again just to round them. Alright, so I cut them again a little more to round them out to more of a leaf shape. And this is where it gets fun, because this is where we're gonna take the leaves and bring them out. And we can look at them and see if the proportions look good, or if we need to cut a little more into the pattern of it. And I'm just going to take and really quickly here. I'm just going to take and cut a little bit more off, but still keeping that roundness. kind of like it. I'm not the best with my design, so please don't judge. So this is the part where I'm gonna open it right up like this, and it'll kind of look like this. And then this is the hard but fun-ish kind of part, is spreading the leaves apart. Because then you gotta spread them but pull them apart like this. And this is the part that will literally make the rose come together. This will be the part that'll make like the rose start to take shape. You can tug a little too, just be gentle. That was always something I learned. So here's the top part. Always something I learned when making paper roses is to be extremely gentle. And I try to handle each rose with care. What I like to do to separate the petals to make it a little easier is I kind of like to flatten out the little sides here when I stretch them, because then I can go and grab a piece a little more effortlessly and pull it up. And it's like it's coming together.
Amy Pettit Bentley, you're doing great.
Thank you.
Double tap to react and
Thank
reply.
you.
Double tap.
I hope you don't mind hanging out with me so I can kind of accumulate viewers. I just felt like a little bit of an arts and crafty kind of day today, so yeah. And I love it because this is actually really relaxing to me. The cool part about it is when you're doing this, you're pulling it apart, so you're gonna have, I think, 6 petal pieces to pull apart on each side. And I don't know if y'all can, Amy, can you see me when I'm pulling it apart, or am I a little too low, sweetheart? Hope you don't mind if I call you sweetheart. I'm just kind of in a weirdly professional but yet fun kind of mood. Okay. I kind of like to kind of bend them out a little too, so like when I pull them apart or up, I'll flare the petals out a little more sometimes, but it just really depends on what I do. But this little guy is coming together very nicely. I'm just trying to think. Amy, you can help me come up with an idea for this as well if you'd like to. So I'm hoping you've seen when I showed you the little container cups that I have. I'm hoping you've seen that, because those I want to turn into almost like little pots, okay, like flower pots, and get creative with it. I'm trying to think of what I could put in the bottom of that to make it look kind of creative and cool and everything. I am not particularly sure. I think I can only do one rose for them though. Just because I make my roses kind of big. They used to look so real. And in a way I felt like I've gotten worse, but not really. They still look really good and cute. So there's the first rose. I'm gonna try to bring this in a little more. I think that's why it looks a little weird. Is the inner part kind of doesn't look more rounded. I'll work on it again later, but there's the first rose. And me, I like putting petals on them. So like doing something like this, and then taking the other piece and wrapping it around there and like pulling it through. So it creates little petals almost. So like there's the rose and its little petals. Alright, so I need the first little cup.
Amy Pettit Bentley. Can't see very much.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Double tap to react and reply. Amy Pettit Bentley. Pretty.
Thank you.
Double tap to react and reply. Mandy Drake is what? Formats. Button. Comment.
Okay, so Amy, I've got these little kind of almost like, don't even really know what you'd call them. I think they're like medicine cups in a way. And I thought about turning it into a vase. But I'm trying to think, what could I put inside of it to keep the rose, like, to allow the rose to sit inside, you know? This is a kind of a step that I take to bring out the rose a little.
Amy Pettit Bentley. Maybe the fake grass for Easter baskets?
I wish I had...
Double tap to react and
Oh my gosh. Girl, you gave me an idea, and I wish I had some of that, but I don't. That fake grass would be awesome. Don't know if my boyfriend's coming home anytime soon, or else I'd ask him to run me to the store so I could pick up some more, because I'd also love to pick up some more pipe cleaners, fuzzy pipe cleaners. But I try to think of how, I could take the these fuzzy pipe cleaners that I use to make them. Try to think of how I could sit that into that fake grass. What are you thinking?
Formats. Comment.
I mean, the first rose is done, so let me text him and see. Hey, just wondering, are you coming home anytime soon or not? Question mark. Just wondering, if not, it's okay. Period. Alright, so
Format. Comment.
I don't even have any of that, which I kind of wish I did. That's good to be in. Sorry guys. Maybe in a little bit I'll put this little guy on. It's actually a rose I made. It looks okay. Pretty decent actually. Okay. So I'm trying to think. Plus I do have these rubber bands for when I make my hair designs. Amy, out of curiosity, since I'm trying to do this, do you know anywhere I could post this on and possibly get seen for it out of curiosity? Because I would love to possibly get seen for doing this and, like, you know. Oh crap. Well, okay, I can kind of handle this. Kinda. Let's see if this works. It's actually kind of neat how this paint goes on here. Oh crap. I am just going in with it right now, like right off the bat, not even really caring. If I knew that, like, I don't know, guys, this would be something that would be really cool and just fun to do while being at home in quarantine, you know. And I just got bored. I don't know how I ever really thought about this idea, but it's actually really cool. And just because I want to be a little different about this, I'm not going to worry about all the specs. Like, I'm going to paint the whole thing, but if it gives like this gradient kind of where the paint moves, I'm going to be creative and just let it look like this. I don't know where any of my other paints are, or else I'd get them out. And I don't really have brushes at the moment. I've only got one. So this is just going to be like the first prototype of its kind. Just to see what I guess like y'all think. So this is how I'm going to do it, is putting my fingers on the inside and just kind of twirling it. Because that way I'm not actually touching the paint on it. I don't want to get paint all over me. This is kind of cool, crazy, spontaneous, and fun. I kind of like the patterns that the paint makes whenever I move it around, and it's probably because this is a it is probably because this is a plastic container, and I think I have an idea that would work out a little better than this. I don't know. You know what? Hang on. One second, I have a better idea than this. Hang on. paint dry is extremely quick, which is a good thing, but not what I was hoping. But I kind of had a better idea, so I probably need to get more of my tissue paper for this, but I had a really cool kind of idea while, you know, doing this, like painting this. It's already dry, but okay, so my cool idea is to use a glue. I have a thing of Mod Podge here, and Mod Podge is a pretty tough glue. See if I can wipe this off, or if it's just gonna be stuck on here. Yeah, I think it's gonna be stuck. Okay. Alright, so the idea, I'm gonna take another cup real quick and just let this dry, and I'll redo it in a minute. The idea is with the Mod Podge glue, I'm gonna take it and put some glue on it, and then with one of these rolls of paper that I have, because I have a thing of these, we will put tissue paper on it to see how that goes. So what do you think, Amy? Cool idea? I think it's really cool.
Amy Pettit Bentley. No, but I'll ask around for you.
Oh yeah, please do
Double
about
tap
that.
to react.
'Cause
Amy Pettit Bentley. I'm going to do this with my granddaughters. Formats. Comment.
you're gonna do what, this project? Awesome. So I've got a thing of Mod Podge, and I want to try this. I don't know how well it'll work. Mod Podge is actually really good at sticking like tissue papers onto things. So, you know, ugh. The one thing I hate touching though is this. Like, this is not the glue itself. This is the dang like lid piece and the glue, and it gets really disgusting to touch because Mod Podge is very sticky and messy, I'm not gonna lie. And I think that is actually what, oh, gross. Gross, gross, gross. Mod Podge is really good though, I'm not gonna lie, so I kind of actually wonder if this is, ugh. I think this is just like straight up glue that's on the top, so I'm taking the top layer off to get to the actual glue inside, because that stuff kind of hardens over time. So, alright, so now what I'm going to do, since I've got most of it off so I can get to the glue, is I'm going to stick my paintbrush in here, and I'm going to have a little fun with it. So, I'm going to just take the rubber band off of this. Okay. Rubber band is off, and ew, Mod Podge is very, very freaking sticky. Okay. Let's actually do the blue one now, since I think it is dry. I think it is dry enough that we can actually use this. Okay. Let's go. Let's go with the glue. Alright, so you're just gonna put a good coating all over the container, like this. You know, this is not how I did it before. I don't even remember how I used Mod Podge in the past. I don't remember what I used to apply it. I may need to get a bigger paintbrush than this to cover more of the surface a little easier. But we're just doing this as a demo right now. Okay, we're not really going full idea with it just yet. Because I want to see how it works. I want to see if this is something that I could do or try. Now, Mod Podge, it is a glue, It's not a normal craft glue. Like, it is a craft glue, but it's not just for gluing regular things. It's like if you want to attach things to like a plate, like I think like a glass plate. I think that's the review I seen when I was doing my research for crafting. So yeah, so we just stick it on like this and just be sure to put a good layer. And I can tell that it's on there because it makes it a little bit shiny. I'm just really kind of going right in with it again and just swiping over what I already have just to make sure it's all put down. The glue is sticky, not gonna lie, from like right off in the bat, you're gonna tell that it's sticky. And then I'm just gonna take the tissue paper, line it up, and go ahead and start trying my best to flatten the paper out before I completely flatten it. That's fine. We're gonna need a Mod Podge anyway, because I'm gonna do maybe a couple layers. You may not have to after, you know, if you're using a white cup, but this one is just a test run. So I'm just, you know, just doing this, for example. And then since I would have to redo this whole one, or enough to cover this side here, like not the side, but cover what's still seeable, I'm just gonna apply some Mod Podge right all over this paper, because you can, and it's not going to ruin the paper you laid down. It's not going to ruin it at all. It's going to just put a layer over top. It's almost like layering to be able to like put something else on top. So if I were like to design with this or something, I could totally put things on top of tissue paper and really just, you know, go in with it. And I'm just going to take these outer corners down here at the bottom and Mod Podge them down, because we'll put something under that. Because I think I'm going to do the whole outside of this and just put it down like this. So we'll take another sheet of this, like this, and we will just start where we can, and I'm gonna have to keep kind of relining this to get it perfect, or just right enough. Mod Podge is fun to work with. Like, if you get a little in your hand, don't worry, it's not gonna hurt because it'll easily come off. It's almost like working with Elmer's glue, but you can really put down your paper pretty flat on here. You can put it pretty flat, and I think you can put a layer over it to flatten it, but I'm not sure. But, yep. So, Amy, for example, here we go. Kind of the first makeshift flower pot. Is not the best, but it's just a demo to figure out how we're going to do it.
Amy Pettit Bentley. Cool. Amy Pettit Bentley. Yes, the project. Format. Comment sec.
Well, awesome. You should totally let me know how it goes. I would love to know. So, yeah. Let me know. I'm going to put that up here to dry because of all that glue. And we'll go in with our next one just for the fun of it. Oh my gosh, the Mod Podge, there's like hair on me, so the Mod Podge is picking it up. Alright, so real quickly, I'm going to slide a piece out. so that it's already out on me. And I kind of want to do it where there's one side of the tissue paper that is shiny, because that's the smooth side, and then there's this one side that's more rough. I want to do that to where, you know, you could go and be creative and do one side shiny, one side rough, to kind of give different textures to your little makeshift flower pots, and I think it'd be cool.
Formats. Comment.
So, yeah. Alright, real quickly here, I'm gonna go in with my brush and go ahead and start adding a layer of this glue. And I think a cool idea to do is possibly start applying the tissue paper down as you're gluing. So since I started about right there, I'm going to go ahead. I started the wrong way, really. Like, I started trying to, you know, if you start and as you're going, continue to keep gluing, it'll help you kind of measure it out a little more. That's actually maybe a really good idea. Amy, you should totally let me know how that project goes with your, whoever you're going to do it with. I forgot. I'm sorry. Don't get mad. I'm like so in the zone right now. I don't even know. I'm able to respond and everything, but I'm like so in the zone with it that I'm forgetting what I just said a few minutes ago, or what people said. So, and then you're going to slowly, just as you're going with it, apply it down. So as you can see, I'm working with it. I'm not just going straight in and doing the whole thing like I did before. Which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. And then you'll just pull the paper back for however much you've gotten down. You'll pull the paper back so you can see where you're at. And then start applying some more Mod Podge to the little cup. And Amy, if you want to know what these cups are that I'm using, they're just like the little, when you go to the doctor, or if you have a sore throat and they want you to like take the salt and water and like gargle it. That's what I think they use. These are like, I'm not sure, I think they are like medicine cups, to be honest, in a way. But I'm just kind of having a little too much fun with it. And I'm also getting the rims of this because I want the I actually want the whole paper to go around the rim. I don't want just somehow the paper is sliding on me. It's not getting where I want it. So we want to make it work, because it doesn't have to be perfect. As long as you put your heart into it and you know that you're creating something you like, it's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be perfect. And I'm just gonna go again with the Mod Podge. Put a very light layer over the tips at the end or of the little cup, so you don't overdo it. And I'm just going slow. I'm not even doing a big section. I'm doing a decent sized section so that I can pull the paper back and put it down. Okay. And then what paper I tear off, I'll go and put it in my little trash pile. So we're almost done with this. I just want to take one more piece and put it around the closed piece. So, and it's very pink as it is from just putting the thing on. So you don't even have to paint. It's easy.
Formats. Comment.
Okay. Oops. Crap. Okay. Thank goodness. I was hoping I didn't get it on my pants and I didn't. You messaged me. Okay. Alright, so
Format. Comment.
Amy, are you still here? And like I said, you can do different colors. You don't have to just, you know. You don't have to just go and like use the same colors. You can go and, you know, use however much, you know, use whatever color you want. For my example, I'm using the same shades of color, and I just ripped this paper in half, hoping it will fit perfectly. I put the artifact down. Okay. I don't think this, I'm gonna have to do this a different way when I do this again, when I do the next one. But I'm just going to start applying some of the Mod Podge down to flatten everything. Okay. And I think you don't even have to even really put glue on the cup. You could just glue it down like this, which is really awesome about Mod Podge in some cases. So I think you can just like glue the tissue paper onto it as well. Since I told you guys you can put like a layer down. And the glue will like completely just be kind of gone when you let it dry. It'll be gone, it'll turn clear, your project will be really cute. So. These take a little bit to dry, especially when you're using a lot of Mod Podge. So when you get done with them, I suggest putting them somewhere that you're not really gonna mess with them and let them dry. Ooh, sticky Mod Podge. Kind of like letting it dry on my fingers, pulling it off. Okay, let me see. I keep getting blown up, y'all.
Formats. Amy Pettit Bentley. Amy Pettit Bentley. Cool. Amy Pettit Bentley. Yeah. Formats. Comment.
Amy, I'm guessing you are still here. And kind of what I want to do is make the pots first before I make the actual other deal. So since I have 2 pink ones, I kind of want to go with another color. So since I got 2 pink ones, I'm going to make 2 other colors to go with the pink ones. Amy, would you like to pick the color this time? I don't think I'm going to use white just for the simple fact that the containers are already white. So I have red, I have green, I have blue, I have, now this would be a cute little pot to make. These are zebra prints. That would be creative. I'm gonna do, okay. I'm gonna wait and see if Amy has any suggestions or anything like that.
Formats. Comment.
I just love letting people choose because it's so much fun. Okay, with the bigger pieces, you could totally like cover more with it. Okay, so I don't think I've pulled one out yet. These are like cut bigger because they're actually bigger sizes for bigger roses. But this can come in handy. So Amy, you get to pick the next color that I use. Because I'm going to do 2 red ones, and then I'm going to let you be the lucky guess and pick the next color that I use. Okay, so just because I want to, I'm just gonna kind of glue this down. Cause you can do this to put a layer of glue over top. And then we'll go here and we'll see what all didn't get glued. And we'll start applying the glue here. And Amy, I'm so glad that you think that this is a cool project. I was just coming on to do something a little different than makeup than what I normally do, because you know this quarantine's got me all bored and I'm just wanting to be creative, you know. And I'm just wanting to be creative and enjoy myself and just work on projects, you know. They're so much fun, they're so easy, and they're just so creative. Creative, the better word, because they're really just creativity, and they come in the brain, and that's what you gotta think to do is like, how do you want to do it? How do I bring this to life? And I've always kind of wanted to do something like this, but never really got the time like to sit down and I never got the time to sit down and literally just like create art, like crafts, ever. There's a break in that paper right there, really? Okay, well, it'll be time for me to fix it with a coating of Mud Podge. Okay. So, you know, it's just kind of really fun and everything. I'll do a layer of Mod Podge once I get done like doing this. And the way I want to do it is kind of tear the bottom piece off. And I tore it a little too much. Really. I tore the bottom piece. Dang, it's hard working with glue because then you get sticky everywhere. I guess that's the fun of it all, right? Okay, this is how I'm gonna layer this. They turn out really great once the Mod Podge dries. Cause like I said, it's not gonna be white or kind of creamy looking. It's actually going to be clear and give you back what you've done. Okay, just do this. Okay. This is gonna be the bestest thing I've done. Cool thing is this will flatten some of the surface like that you've done. It will flatten it. Thank you, Amy, for sticking around and watching, because I'm guessing you're want to see where this project will go. Like where we'll go after this, what we'll do with it. I'm just putting a layer of Mod Podge over top. And just going over that like so. You don't have to be real clean with it, because it's just going to get everywhere anyway, like all over the paper and stuff. So don't get clean if you don't want to with it. Be kind of messy, be fine about it, you know. I'm just going to go around the bottom here that has pieces of this sticking out, and just Mod Podge it down. I'll Mod Podge the whole bottom so that it'll seamlessly feel like the cup is just the whole bottom. Because that's the easy trick, is Mod Podge the whole bottom down so that you just think, oh, that's just the bottom of the container. Okay. And there's a red one. So I've gotten 2 pinks and a red. 2 pinks and a red, guys. That's some crazy, like... It's crazy to think that I've gotten 3 pots done. And I have Mod Podge all over my fingers. Like you can see, when it dries, it forms a coating, like... It's like almost like that satisfying peel of like Elmer's glue, guys. That's what I'm trying to compare it to, because it gets everywhere. Okay. I got a lot of Mod Podge on me. Oh, this would be actually really fun to do. So, like, weirdly enough, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put Mod Podge on my hand and show you guys. It's similar to Elmer's glue. It just sits on there and it dries and it just gets...
Formats. Comment section. Amy Pettit Bentley. Yes. The project. Double tap to react and...
I hope you guys are still here. Here's the glue on my hand. I'm going to let it sit and dry and become clear, because once it becomes clear, I can pull it off. And I'm just pulling out a lot of Mod Podge right now. This is going to be something I'll be picking at for a while, trying to literally get all the glue off. And this may be something you would need to go wash your hands for. But I want to have fun with it, so I say peel it off. I say peel it off because it's fun. Like, I literally have a bunch of it on my fingers from working with the little containers. So ew, I do have a little... I didn't even actually think it got on my cheek, but it did, really. Okay. I had to scratch my finger, y'all. That's weird. this feels awkwardly weird to pull off because it does feel like Elmer's glue. Just a little bit tougher than Elmer's. But it's a really good type of glue. Okay. So I think I want to try to do another red one. But before I do another red one, I want to grab a piece of it. I want to grab a piece of this and just look at it. That don't go around the whole thing. So we'd have to cut some of this bottom off, and I think I know kind of where to cut it here. I think that might have been too little of paper cut off, to be quite honest, but I guess we'll find out. It's not too bad that we could just do the bottom with Mod Podge, to Mod Podge the bottom and then do a whole nother strip, but I kind of wish that these, I kind of wish I would have cut them right, but I didn't. Well, and plus, to be completely honest and fair about it, wasn't ever really planning to do something like this. Okay. Like, it's not like I was not gonna do something like this, but not always thought of, to be quite honest. Not always, like, thinking of projects at the moment when you're doing them sometimes. And then sometimes they just come up and you're like, I kind of want to do that. You know? So, you know. It was kind of cool because we could do it like this. Put it on the bottom. Put it on the bottom, glue it up from the sides and around like this. I'm just trying to think here, guys. Like, I'm trying to think of how we could do this, because it could work. We could figure something out.
Formats. Amy Pettit Bentley. Yes. Formats. Comment.
Okay. Who is still here? Let me know in the comments below, because I'd love to know. I think if I really wanted to, I could. I'm gonna try this. I don't think it'll. Nah, I'm not gonna try that. I don't think it'll actually work like I was thinking it would. Did it? I brought a marker. So where did it go? Oh, Mr. Marker. Where did you go? This is the first flower done. And trying to find. Ew, God. Okay. Okay. There's the marker. Let's see. Real quick. Okay. Ooh, this could possibly work. Okay, let's try something here. Okay, I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna take this Mod Podge glue and I'm gonna take it over this red line that I just did. Let's hope it doesn't rub it off. It looks like it did. Oh yeah. That just removed marker. Really? Kind of removed it, but kind of actually made it just a tad bit easier to like apply the tissue paper. And level it out. Oh shoot. I just like broke it in half because I tried to move it. So I'm gonna try to put this back together a little. I'm gonna have to just finish this. Since I kind of screwed it up, I'm gonna finish it and then cut off the excess and then cover that up. So that'll be easier. This is kind of how they look, and then you gotta take the scissors and cut the paper around the cup at the bottom. Like when you cut the paper at the bottom around the cup, you'll get it cut off pretty dang smoothly to where you can just pull a little piece off, or just take these and do a mold under. Like, I don't really think it matters about that part of the look of it. I think all that really matters is the actual craftsmanship, like the actual heart that goes into making them and bringing them to life. I think something like what I'm doing, how I'm, taking my time and effort to put the glue down and glue the other stuff down. I think that's the biggest part. So that's a big thing about how to make it work, because you're working to put it together and really make that project come together. And if you're doing something like this and you get it pretty spot on to the point, you don't have to fully cover the little container in the glue. You just got to, I guess, you don't have to do that other layer that I was talking about. You can just glue what you got on and just let it be. You don't have to go for that top layer of glue. You don't if you don't really want to, but if you feel like you want to be super secure about it, go right ahead. Eventually I thought, one day I'll probably have a purpose for these. I kind of thought one day eventually I'll have a purpose for these little containers again. Whether it be for a piercing or, you know, something, I will have a purpose. And right now, I kind of do. And my purpose is to make these little kind of creations just to be kind of crazy and spontaneous about it all, you know? Because I'm gonna just go and take this, and then with the Mod Podge, gonna put some glue down here. Just to kind of glue this one piece down, but I'll also go a little over like this to glue on the rest, like the other piece that we're gonna apply, so that it will stick together very seamlessly. It'll be as if there is no breakage. Okay. Okay, there we go. And then, just to cover this up, we'll put this piece like that on it. And then, we will Mod Podge the bottom. So we'll just kind of tap this down into place. We can Mod Podge it if we'd like. In this case, I might, just because of the ripples. Possibly get out any lumps of it. Not really sure. And then we're gonna go and Mod Podge the whole bottom. And guys, I'm gonna work with this since I've already gotten, I guess, like 4 little flower pots made. I'm gonna stop making them for a little so that I can start working on the flowers, because I have 4 flower pots and I need to make flowers. Okay, it's like I gotta make the flowers now. I can't just go without them. Look, my fingers are sticking together. Really? Mod Podge, why do you gotta be so fun? Okay. So, I've got to get this glue off somehow before I can work with really anything. Before I do that though, I'm going to take this red paper because I have a crap ton of it to use. And I'm just going to put my little rubber band back around it to keep it closed. And we're going to work with what we have. The flower pots I don't think we'll touch until we get our other stuff. Amy, if you're here, out of curiosity, I do love your whole idea of the little things you get for Easter, like the grass. I love that idea. But with the roses having the fuzzy pipe cleaners for their bodies, you know, how do you suggest putting them into the container, you think, to keep them in? Any
Formats. Comment.
suggestions? Oh, by the way, the glue is pretty much dry on my hand. So if I really want to, I can go here and start kind of peeling it off. And it just starts to peel like Elmer's glue. It peels in patches, like right here. It's kind of patched up. Let me just use this wipe here to kind of wipe off my hands so that we can get to the project. Okay, I kind of want to take this little paintbrush, and I think I'm going to get a different one. So this one I think I'm going to throw away. I have a bigger brush, but Mod Podge, guys, is a pretty dang good glue. So it's pretty good for tough working duty crafts like arts and crafts that you want to do. It is pretty good for that. I may not even have to really throw this brush away. I can just clean the glue right off of it like this. And I think it'll be fine to be used again for the project. So that is a good thing to note, because the bristles, these were fine. I don't think I'll ever use this brush for painting again per se, but I could totally use it for more Mod Podge projects. So, and it's all clean. It's all clean and dandy. Okay.
Amy Pettit Bentley. The styrofoam stuff that's used for fake flowers.
That's
Double tap to react and
okay, that's what I was thinking of too.
format. Comment.
That's what I was thinking of too. I used to have some of that because I seen these people make like these water things. I forgot. They're like foam, like glitter foam or something, and I like put the glitter in them, and you know, did that. But I forgot that. I think I either threw a bunch of that away or something. I don't honestly remember what happened to it. I think I had my mom throw it away when I was packing to move. I could possibly do it. The only part is, how do you cut it? You know, I'm not going to be able to cut perfect little circles to go in these containers. And I would like the idea of the grass. The idea of the grass seems like a really totally cool idea. I love that idea. It would be awesome. I'm just thinking, I wonder if I were to take the grass and put a little in here so that it goes up, you know, maybe the pipe cleaner will stick in there. I don't know. I'll have to experiment with that. So I may go pick up some more fuzzy pipe cleaners, because I kind of would prefer to really do green instead of all these funky colors, but they are really cool for funky, just to be like funky colors. But I would totally kind of like to do more natural, like green colors for it. Okay, so I have 4 pretty much pots so far done, sitting and drying from the Mod Podge. So now I've got to make possibly 4 flowers for each pot. A flower per pot. So one pot has a flower already, and the other 3 do not. I think I'm going to go and make a pink one for one of them. And one of my favorite things to do, look at that, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So what I think I want to do is, because sometimes some of the flowers I do 2-toned ones, where like, okay, say we have this pink one that we're literally just ready about to make, you know, if I really wanted to, I could put 3 of one color and 3 of another in a pattern, and it makes it look like those 2-toned flowers. If you guys have ever seen them in real life, the flowers that kind of look like a yellow but kind of have a hint of orange, or just, you know, tie-dye flowers, whatever. So, the moment I'm trying to put these together, If they're not completely cut right, that is fine. Because we will cut them right and down in a minute when we get done with putting them together. So the hard part is taking them and stacking them. As you can see right here, they're extremely hard to do.
Amy Pettit Bentley. You stick the stems in the styrofoam.
That's
Double tap to
cool.
react and reply.
I wish I could think. Well, I'm trying to think, Amy. If I did do that, I'm trying to think of how I would cut them down to size, per example. Because trying to cut them down to the size of the little cups would be a little difficult for me. And at the moment, I don't really have anybody willing to help with my project because nobody really knew I was gonna do this. I didn't even really know. So I was just thinking, but I may try the grass idea first, where I take the grass, put it in, and just go from there. So we'll see. We'll see. I just ruined something, but I don't care. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna grab my scissors and kind of start cutting. Sorry I'm out of the view, guys. I'm just away from the camera so I can see what I'm doing and make sure that I get the trash into this little bowl. I don't want my trash being outside of it. So then I don't want to have to vacuum. Okay, so there you go. It's kind of weird, but decent. And then we're gonna fold it in half. And this is where we'll need some extra cutting. Because we'll need to cut. This off right there. Then of course off the tops. Like that. Sorry, I'm kind of hiding down a little, guys. Trying to trim this up. This is always the hard part. Trimming into like a circle shape or to make it more. Trying to cut it to be more round because you don't want it to be square, you want it to be round on your tips of your roses. So let's just do this. Okay, that side should be good. And that side should be good. And no, guys, I'm not cutting myself. I'm aiming for the flower.
Amy Pettit Bentley. That would look pretty. Double tap to react and reply.
Wait, what would look pretty, Amy? I've lost myself. I'm sorry. I'm getting so distracted in the project. Let's use another blue one, I guess, for now. Because I can do this. Gotcha. Okay. Time to open this stem. Apart. And this one will be a little tinier because I did trim them up a little tinier. So, yeah. So please do tell Amy because I'm literally forgot and I feel so bad now. Girl, you know, I am in the zone and I don't know why. Hard to focus. I guess when you're in the zone and you're feeling it, you're not really, you are paying attention, but you get kind of enthusiastic about what you're working on. For me, I guess that's what's going on. There's stuff crawling on the top of the yard.
Formats. Comment.
Okay, so I'm gonna go and bring these down. Sometimes I like to do just the one whole side and get it all pulled apart. And then go to the other. And that's what I kind of feel like I've done with this one. This one got a little kind of funky in the way that I did it. These smaller ones get just a little harder to do than the bigger ones because you're really having to find each little piece and like pull apart, which is like work. This one's a little weird, but pretty dang neat. There's that one. And then I'm gonna go and create the little stem. Wrap it around. And I usually just wrap it around once. That's all you need. And there we go. 2 flowers done diddly on. A pink one and a red one are done for our little vases, our little pots. And yeah.
Format. Comment.
Alright, so Here we go. Alright, so we have 2 done so far for the pots. Okay, let's see. We've got 2 of these done for the little flower pot. So that's awesome. Amy, you are so sweet for staying and hanging out. I think that's still you. So yeah, these are neat. These little cups, you can use them for other things than just medicine, y'all. You can get crafty. Let's see, has one of these dried yet? Okay, so it looks like this one has dried pretty quickly. And it's got some little stragglers, but that's okay. That brings out the creativeness in this. So, here's this. I kind of want to try making my own little grass out of like rose petal pieces until I can get like actual grass. This one actually looks cute. You just stuff it right in here. You just stuff it right into the little bouquet. There we go. I just kind of made my own little grass here from little shreds from the roses. This could actually work. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, so I kind of want to take this rose here and make it a little smaller so that it'll possibly fit in the bouquet a little easier. So the way I'm going to make it a little smaller is just kind of running this little cleaner and making it a little ball thing at the end or whatever. And just stick it into the little fake grass. The only thing I don't like is I want something to support it and make it stand up. That's what would be extremely cute. So what I think I'm going to do instead of this is I'm going to take a little stem. I'm just going to take it and I'm going to run it along the actual flower to maybe make it a little thicker or something. And then I'm gonna take and widen out this bottom, except for the stem pieces we're not gonna touch. Widen out this bottom so that it has a little flatter base. Well, hang on, let me try this. I need it to be a little kind of weighted. Take this. This is me just getting creative, guys. Okay, so don't. Okay, so there's that, and we'll stick it in the grass here. Let's stick up. Yeah, it kind of does actually. One flower down in its little pot here, so we'll put that up there. This one is pretty much dry, so I think we'll go and take and put our second flower in. It's not completely dry, but it is dry enough to use and move around. So I'm gonna actually take this under this time. Just under that stem a little. And Amy, in case you can't see, I'm just making a big round piece at the bottom here. Making it round so that it'll kind of have a way to go against the cup and support. And I need to make some more makeshift grass. So I'm gonna take some red or some pink here, just one little strip of pink. And for this cup, I'm just gonna, actually not for the cup, but for the, well yes, for the cup, but not. I don't know how to explain it. I'm gonna grab my scissors, and with my scissors, I'm going to take, and I'm gonna fold this in half. And with the scissors, I'm just gonna cut strips. And I'm just kind of cutting straight, just little strips at a time from this one sheet of paper. I'm doing it kind of thin enough to be like grass in a way. Girl, when you don't have a way to go get grass for a project, you just go make your own. Easiest trick ever. Because tissue paper, or like, not tissue paper, but a really thin paper here can be cut in different ways, different lengths, to make certain types of makeshift grass. I'm just focusing on how much I cut off, the way I cut it off, and then when I get down to a certain length of it, I'll start slowly, kind of gently ripping small pieces, small enough to be like little confetti or like strips of grass. And that's how I kind of make the little makeshift grass. So, let's see, who commented?
Formats. Comment.
And then we'll stick it right into the little bucket, and they have to make more, just because only so much, you know, like, this is how much it made. It doesn't make a whole bunch. These can make little confetti-like grass, and it's actually a really neat little idea. And I just see my brain like being excitedly happy about working on a project like this, and just trying to craft what I can. So, okay, about one of those can make almost a good enough amount for the project, but I think I want to go and grab, no, not some white, although I kind of want to do that for a basket. I do have like a light blue. Then I have a bunch of black. These colors finish really fun. Oh, there it is. I was trying to find the red I just had a minute ago. Here's the red. We're going to make some pink and red grass because I think it'll be really cute to combine. So with this, we're just going to take out one piece. This is what they call like tissue wrapping paper. And, you know, that's what they do. Okay, so I'm going to fold it in half and then fold it in half again. Because I kind of want to make an easier way to make grass pieces. And that's just by ripping apart instead of cutting. Because ripping does a little more. Oh crap, okay. It hurts my finger. Oh. Don't waste any grass. You keep playing. Okay, I just needed enough of this red to take and do this. And then, real quickly, we're going to pour the pink back in here and kind of mix it up. Amy, I think this idea is actually really cool as well. That we can just keep the roses sitting upward. In it, we'd be great and dandy and good. There is some red grass in here too. I'm gonna poke it towards the top. And I made you another little quick kind of batch of the red. So we need one batch of the pink and a little bit of the red to really kind of bring this together. So, oh wait, no, not the pink, not the pink. Oh, man, didn't mean to do that. Okay. This is a vase so far, and it's got this like makeshift kind of tissue paper wrap in it. And then this is a rose we'll be putting in there. Okay. We are getting super just creative with this, guys. And I'm using my tissue paper here. My tissue wrapping kind of stuffer paper. I'm using this to do this, and usually I don't like to because I like to keep it for my flower project, but this works as well. So, why the heck not, you know? Give me just a second. So yeah, Amy, if you have any of this around your house, you can use it for flowers, like making the flowers, but you could also go and use it for making the fake grass, sort of what I'm doing. Not really caring about my length as long as it's not too big or too long. Making little threads. It'd actually be kind of cool if I had like a paper shredder, and then I could actually shred the paper, and it could be more realistically like a grass. And of course, some of this fell out and over here. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and just plop some of this red into our pink concoction of grass. Okay? Y'all. And alright, so this one is full of red and pink fake kind of grass concoction, and I think it's actually really cool because coming up with an idea like this, you're creating your own. You're making it work for you at home. Oops, with the materials you've got, you know, that kind of thing. I will have to take a pause on this, though, like the project for a little bit in a few minutes, because it's getting extremely hot where I'm sitting, and I'm starting to feel a little sick, but we won't like stop completely. This will continue, and we will keep working with it. Oh crap, I forgot. Come here, Red. I have a little rubber band that goes on it. On my hand, and I forgot. Okay. Okay. So that is actually 2 little pots done.
Form. Comment section. Amy Pettit Bentley. That would look pretty. Double tap to react and reply.
Okay. This one's not gonna sit up straight, and I don't know why. They're not too bad. I just need to find something to keep them straight. But there is the second potted one. 2 are potted and planted. Okay. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up real quickly here. The little thing I have in here, the little thing of like papers and stuff like that, I will get to using those soon because I have a really, really cool idea for those. So I will get to those. I'm just not to that point yet because I need to let everything completely dry. So yeah. Alright. Glue. Okay. Alright, so Amy.
Format. Comments.
Thank you. Wake up. Wake up. Okay, sorry about that. Amy, thank you for sticking with me through this if you did, or whatever. It was so much fun. And we will get back to these and continue our craft. With that being said, this was so much fun. Turn off voiceover. Turn off voiceover.
Voiceover off.
Alright, thank you. Alright, with that being said, this was so much fun. I enjoyed it, and this will probably be going on my YouTube as well. So, thanks for watching. Love you guys, and I'll see you next time.